Murphy back in 1963. We're going to read this forward by Brother Joel Patinos. Let's see how to pronounce your name, bro. The table of contents, number eight, number eight, sign language, eight. Okay, clock it. The book you are holding in your hands, the book you're listening to right now, has changed the lives of millions of people. That isn't a claim made lightly. That is something that is proven by the many millions of copies it has sold over the years, and the fact that it is still in print nearly 60 years after its initial publication. Even more than that now, right? Yeah. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind is considered to be a classic work on how the mind works and how to use your mind effectively to succeed in ways far beyond your expectations. Okay? What do you expect for yourself? Let's succeed that. What makes this book so profoundingly important and life changing? There are probably a lot of reasons. Mhm. But the first and foremost is the fact that Joseph Murphy was able to take complex ideas about the brain, the mind, the subconscious, and our desires, and turn them into an easy to read book that is practical, understandable, chock full of important information, and filled with exercises that you can begin immediately. Okay. When I say easy to read, I mean that he takes ideas found in academic journals and studies, as well as his own experiences and those he has taught over the years, and somehow makes it all engrossing to read. Nothing dry about this book, okay? Originally published in 1963 to immediate acclaims and bestseller sales, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind is still one of the leading books on the power of the mind to heal, to bring success, and to help in every area of your life. You'll find as you read the book that the ideas contained within can be applied to you no matter your age, geographical location, your gender, your background, or any other circumstances. You can find inspiration on nearly every page of this book and get more out of it each time you read it. Joseph Murphy himself, continue to eat your soup, baby. Joseph Murphy himself was a floor sample for these principles. Born in County Cork, Ireland in 1898 into a largely Catholic family and culture, he left for the US, United States, and became a pharmacist and opened his own drugstore. He later joined the US Army as a pharmacist, and after his service, he decided to study religion and philosophy. His interests also included New Thought principles, especially those from Judge Thomas Troward, a pillar of New Thought philosophy. Like, check out the whole New Thought philosophy that emerged back in the day. By then, Murphy moved to Los Angeles, California. And shout out to my LA fam. You need something? Okay. Then please go in the other room, sweetie. I appreciate you. You can take that. Feel free to take that in the other room with you. You- And became an independent minister and started a church. His Sunday services became so popular, he eventually moved them in the famous Wilshire Ebell Theater. And even then, it was standing room only. I used to pass by that theater. That's where God was born. Home, practically by myself. He also began a weekly radio show, which eventually would reach more than 1 million listeners each week. Okay, goals, because same. Let's be on the radio, baby, because you need to hear this. Murphy also wrote more than 30 books, which were translated around the world. And if you are picking up this book and reading it for the first time, there are several ways you can approach it. You could, of course, just read it from start to finish or dip into any chapter that you think sounds intriguing. However, perhaps you might be open to reading it in a different way. A different way. Here you go. To get the maximum benefit. I would suggest starting from the first chapter, then rereading it, study it, underline it, write notes in the margin or in your journal, and try to see how the ideas he talks about can be applied to your life, right? 'Cause we want to integrate this knowledge. We want to embody this, right? Apply it. Then, after you've done that, move to the next chapter and do the same and continue this way through the whole book. And this way, you will not just read the words, but you will be applying them and therefore embodying them. Enjoy the power of your subconscious mind. I hope you will use it in positive ways to create positive effects in your life. Oh, shit. I just say, all right. That's where we're starting. Listen, join us in our Telegram group where I share the photos of the pages. So you just read it yourself on your own timing. It's just 2 pages a day. Now, usually we read about a book a month. So to do so with this one, it would have been 4 pages a day. But I said, you know what? Let's span it out over 2 months because it is that important. Let me say it again. It is that important. It is that important, sweetie, to understand the power of your subconscious. Okay? If you don't know, if this is your first time hearing that your subconscious controls 95%, probably more, right? Of your conscious actions. I'm writing a Substack about that. Actually, it's already written. I'm posting a Substack about this. You think you doing. Oh, and I actually put it in the Telegram and my IG channel. Um, Yesterday, the day before. You think you doing what you want to do because you got free will and you wake up and you make a decision, right? You make a choice and you move accordingly. Yes, sweetheart, I promise you. Science will show you as well that a lot of what you do today is because of what you did yesterday and because of the programming, the encoded beliefs, the decisions you've already made in the past that just keep reframing themselves the next day. So if you don't put something into your heart, your mind, your spirit, your ears, that evokes new wirings within you, opens up new neural pathways within you, helps your reticular activated system see more opportunities here, then you're just going to be looping through this. You know how they got the rat on the wheel? And we are we are off the wheel, sweetie. Because we get still. Right? We go into source within and we say, okay, I'm listening. Okay. Hear what you talking about, source. Because obviously I'm just like this. I'm just going. It ain't working. I'm getting stressed out. I'm not living my best life. I don't feel ease. I'm not experiencing luxury. Like, if you're not, then you're not plugged in with source. Period. Full throttle. Full throttle. Because we always plug in with source. There's no separating technically. Yeah, you could do your own version of separation. A separation from that truth, that love, that peace, that wisdom, and really like more prevalent and more like interesting and more like a pressure in people's life abundance, the abundance that we are. Okay, naturally, there's nothing. There's nothing you could say that would change that. There's only things that you could do to not experience that, or things you could believe or decide you believe to experience not being fully living in that embodiment of abundance. Okay. So that's the work that I've been diving into for the past, I think we're on 8 months now. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah. Yeah. Because the 23rd of May will be 9 months where I've taken intentional, intentional daily action towards, I was going to use the word co-creating, but I'm going to use the word choosing the life that I desire. Because let me say something. Source, aka God, Allah, Buddha, whatever floats your boat, the God of your own understanding. Source wants what you want, as long as it's in the highest, as long as it's in the greatest and not harming you or anyone else. Source wants what you want or more. Source wants what you want or better. Okay. So, yeah, that's the work. Really aligning our thoughts, aligning our mind, aligning our beliefs, which eventually begins to align our actions, right? And that's our reality. Be, do, have. You be it, you're going to do it, and you're going to have it. It's the law. It's literally universal law. There's no going around it. You are. Your outer reality at this moment in life is a reflection of your inner reality. Period. Now, they asked me if this is for children. Children, we're not applying this to you, sweetie. If you're not making your own decisions in your life, we not talk to you. Okay. We a whole nother series from our babies. Okay. Not sovereign mamas, sovereign papas, sovereign babies. That's a whole nother realm. Okay. But if you're a person in this day in life, whether that's 18 or 21, whenever it gets activated, 25, when your brain fully developed, whatever, you have the power to choose literally the most richest, the most vibrant, the most purpose filled, the most like, wow, I can't believe this is my life type flow. Like, wow, like, listen to me. If every single person all the billions of people on the planet are billionaires, we will still be fine, beyond fine, actually. But I say that to say there is more than enough. There is no problem with every single person having what they want. And that wants, we want to elevate those wants, right? We're not going to just want what we think we could have based on the limitations that have been encoded in us. We're gonna want what we want outside of that. We're gonna stretch. We're gonna expand. It's not expensive. It's expansive. Okay, so I'm excited. This is not a 40-day the self wager bet on yourself program. This is just us in a group chat, Telegram, and I'm sharing what's coming up for me as I read. I'm sharing the pages, so if you don't want to go no, the library got it though. I got this from the library, Essential Prosperity. And just so you have it accessible, right? Like, so there's no excuses, right? And shout out to the first book we read, Overcoming Under Earning by Barbara Stanny, who was a daughter of the founder of H&R Blog. And yeah, one of my favorite quotes from her is like, it's not hard, it's uncomfortable. Right. So we have a lot of excuses, reasons, alibis, okay, within us. And shout out to the hood healer. I saw that today where it was like having power means like no excuse stops you. Right. And that's, yeah, we're unstoppable. Right. You can't tell me nothing because I'm gonna receive, I'm gonna align with, I'm choosing, I've decided the life that I'm going to live on this planet. Okay. I decided I'm going to have an island. I decided I'm going to be flying around in private jets. I've decided. Right. So decide what you want. Get real clear about what you want. Money and source, all of it loves clarity. It loves direction. And just keep your mind focused on that. Keep bringing it back because these things going to get bringing. So keep bringing it back, and you're going to continue to keep walking in your purpose. So but that also includes doing the work, doing the inner work, the mental work, the physical, what the right? You gotta get the trauma out the muscles and the fascia. You see me, amor. I appreciate you. And yeah, Excited. I'm so excited to dive into this book full throttle. And I believe that's all. It's coming up for me today. Let's take a breath together. Here we go on three, two, one. And exhale. Go ahead and tune into the vagus nerve, the longest nerve in the body, and how much it helps us regulate, how much it helps us learn, how much it is for our internal felt safety. Ooh, is my belly saying, okay, my belly saying goodbye. So peace, love, prosperity. See you in the channel, baby, the coherence channel. And check out my coherence playlist as well. And my 40 days sovereign and coding playlist. Both of those will be really valito for you, okay? Okay. Peace.